Hey everybody, this is Sunless Studio and we're officially live. Wow, I didn't know that the camera would connect in time. I was actually struggling to get the main cam to connect. Hey, but there's something that I'm working on right now that I feel like might actually be appreciated by some people. Um, yeah, so pretty cool. Oh, hold on one sec. Oh, nice. Okay. Sorry, I was just checking some past rewards and things like that. Anyways, I'm working on something that I think might be appreciated. And it's another channel points reward. I know I have a lot of those already. So it's probably pretty you know, like it's just another one, right? Like I have so many of them already. But this one in particular I think might be appreciated because it reduces a lot of the clutter. So I have heard over the time that since I started streaming that there are a lot of folks who view Twitch who aren't really terribly fond of like overlays and just too much stuff going on the screen. Now for me, I have a lot of those things going on because it helps to keep the stream entertaining. It's a lot, you know, it's a lot to try to keep painting entertaining. It's a pretty slow process. It moves along pretty slowly. So, you know, just doing these little brush strokes and things like that, not usually super entertaining. I think a lot of people really enjoy like the time lapses and things more when they're just exclusively watching the art, but I feel like all of this other stuff gives it a kind of a different experience, a little bit more interactive. And I like that a lot. I like all of the overlays. I like my little announcements on Sunla. I like the slideshow. I like all the fun little things that we do. But I know some people are not fans of all of the overlays and the themes and all of the fancy stuff. So, as one of the points rewards, I kind of wanted to set something up to where if you redeem it for a short amount of time, maybe something like 5 minutes or so with a cooldown, it's just gonna go to a very plain scene. Extremely plain. Very minimal. Other like overlays and things like that can still be redeemed. So like the snowfall and ruined a painting and you know, the Pecco Beeps and the Brewster. You know, but pretty much everything else will be kind of like, you know, it won't be there. So you won't see the little sunlight in the corner, you won't see the slideshows, you won't see the chat box. All that stuff will be still visible in the main scenes. But if you redeem that channel points reward, it'll just switch it over to something very plain and simple for like 5 minutes. And, you know, it just won't be crazy, you know, like everything will be completely removed and all you'll see is just the painting and some of the surrounding space. You'll probably even be treated to the sight of what's behind the painting as well. Like my little setup and in the surrounding area, you might actually be able to like peek around and see a little bit more. But yeah, that will come next week. Yes, but this week in particular, things are still pretty much the same. I think that I may have resolved some microphone issues that I was experiencing. And that's really my only true update that I have right now. Nothing too crazy, just that, pretty much. Yeah, so that's all I've got for this week. But yeah, next week looking like we'll have that new channel points reward. I'm also going to be working on emotes, but I'd like to know what kind of emotes would people like to see? And that's something that I wonder. I've been wondering for a long time because I have all these emote slots, but what to make? What to make? All right, so let's go ahead and start up that server. Keto, it's nice that you're hanging out for a bit. So Keto's not really going to be up for a super long time, to my understanding, as he's got stuff he's got going on tomorrow, so sleep is important. Allergies are today. We had like a really, really windy day. It was so unusually windy. Like, it's not usually that crazy, but oh boy, today it was. It was like the wind speeds. I don't know if anybody's really familiar with wind speeds or like what wind speeds like feel like what certain ones feel like. But like our wind was like 25 miles per hour today, which was kind of crazy. Like, things are like falling apart at that point. Like, things are blowing into other people's yards. Like, trees are barely standing. Like, now we don't like get any tornadoes or anything like that, but I just think it's interesting. You know, we do get like dust devils, or what I like to call dirt spouts. Those are interesting. Those are always interesting. We do get those a lot. They're very frequent around here. We don't really have like the clouds or the cloud cover really to see like a funnel cloud, so it's like, and of course we don't have like lightning storms all that often because we don't have clouds very often. But yeah, oh my gosh, the wind was crazy today. Crazy. My daughter was being pretty funny, to where she was out in the backyard. She's real young. She's 4, and she went out into the backyard and she thought it was hilarious how windy it was. She went out there and she like laid in the hammock just yelling at the wind. She was yelling at the wind and it was hilarious. She was saying things like, stop it, wind. And she was like laughing also, but she was like actually angry. She was just being so funny. It was really hilarious. How are you really gonna yell at the wind, right? Like, that's so funny. What a random thing to do. Okay. Cool. So we're just getting started. Putting our little colors down. I had to decide carefully on what colors I really actually want to use right now. I'm going to be using this brush, if it'll focus. It's pretty small. Pretty tiny. Yeah, here we go. I'm thinking, what do I want to tackle first? I do actually think I want to change the color of his chest plate over here. So in order to do that, I might actually have to use a larger brush, but just a bit larger. Yeah, alright. So I was thinking, make this actually pretty blue. Like the whole thing. I kind of want it to just look blue. You know what I mean? I want it to be icy, not super dark. So I'm gonna be changing the color of all of this up here. I In order to do some better blending, I think I'm going to have to spritz the canvas once more. I do want to keep a little bit of magenta in there, but I don't want to make it like that purple. He's not a purple dragon after all. He's just an icy dragon. And then there just happens to be some violet there, you know? Easy stuff. Alrighty. Boy, I suppose I should kind of lift this up a little bit. That way you can see more. That helps. Certainly not perfect, but better than it was. Alright. So I was working on this. Yes, I was. Yeah, here we go. Nice and careful. Chill theme, woo! Mystery color shift, yay! I actually changed that one this time around. I just had to. Since you already saw what it looked like last time. Mystery color shift. Yes, yes. It's all green this time. And my hand is blue. That's always exciting. I love to see how like my hand changes color. I've become a Smurf. Not anymore, it looks like. It's always funny. It's always funny to see what it does. What will it do to my weird skin this time? You never know. Yeah, so we're making his chest plates a blue now. He is blue. But we use a little bit of violet, of course. But he definitely needs to have a lot of blue. That's for darn sure. And I was thinking I was going to make his backside blue as well. So we just kind of fill the stuff in right here. And then we're really gonna get into some details later on. So, got Legends Arceus, which is so very nice. Got Legends Arceus. But I haven't really had a chance to play it all that much. I just started it. I haven't even gotten to a save point, don't think. So yeah. Very exciting stuff though. I can't wait to like play it. I'll probably end up playing it some tomorrow. Probably not so much tonight. Okay. So we're really working on the details and stuff of this dragon tonight. Okay. I just kind of follow along the edge of his tail there. Let's see. We're gonna look at this dude right here. The way that he's kind of designed. I feel like his chest plate should kind of come up into like an abrupt spike right there. I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah, it seems to be a pretty chill night. I think a lot of people are really enjoying Legends Arceus. So perhaps the blue ice on his frill over there should probably do something like that. I'm kind of liking the way that this design is coming out. He was looking pretty plain before. But now something is happening. Let's take a look. Yeah. Cool. Alright, so we can probably change the color of his crest, diamonds. Yeah, there we go. And then probably this as well. Bobby Ross. Bobby Ross. Alright, there's that little filled-in diamond shape. Look at that! There it is. That's a lot of emotes. I do love the emote. So his underside is gonna kind of be like also that icy color. Yeah, here we go. Now deciding what I'm going to do with magenta in this is going to be kind of challenging, actually. Probably a little challenging. Yeah. He's an unusual fella. Really decorated. Lots of decorations. There we go. Very cool. And perhaps with some of the darker ones, we can use a little bit of ultramarine. Here we go. I'm wondering if I should just kind of leave that there. And then a little bit of ultramarine up here. Do I like that design? It's pretty hard to decide. Yeah. It's almost like a teeth pattern. Pretty interesting. I just kind of like experiment as I go. Don't really fully know ahead of time what I'm doing or anything like that. A little bit of dark blue. Yes. You're gonna need a bit of dark blue. Nice ultramarine. Right here. Cool. Wow, that's just kind of going wherever it wants to, huh? Craziness. Might switch over to some cobalt blue pretty soon here. Ultramarine doesn't quite like to cooperate, and that's because it's a pretty thin paint. Yeah, so let's get some cobalt. So I'm thinking, if I add the ability to switch a scene over as a reward, as a channel points reward, where everything's pretty like simplistic and there are no overlays or really anything like that except for the other rewards. How long should the duration of something like that be? I almost want to say 10 minutes. However, if somebody wanted to do a theme changer, then that kind of defeats that, and then you can't really do that, which would suck. That would be pretty unfun. And that's just my opinion. Some pretty tough choices to make there. Yeah, cobalt blue is taking over. It's doing good things. It really is. It's doing good things for us. I do really, really like heavy body paints for that reason. It can really, really be helpful. Nice. Good blending. It's working out okay. Here we go. So, I really have no idea what I'm doing with this dude. What are we doing with this dragon here? Just kind of going as we, just moving along as we go. It's nothing too crazy. Just kind of adding on details, whatever really comes to mind. Go. Whoa, how are you? We got a double Brewster going on here. Hey, I wonder if I can hear from the other scenes. Got like two Brewsters. I'm wondering if... There goes my bot talking about the followers again.
Pikachu.
Oh my gosh. Pikachu! Pika? Yes. All the spams. Yes, I love it. Lemon Fluff, hi! Oh my gosh, welcome! Thanks so much for being here. Hello! Thank you for coming over and hanging out. It's officially Friday. Yay! Indeed! Yay! How are you doing, Lemon Fluff? How's life going? We get to see it pretty soon now, huh? That's gonna be awesome! It's been forever since pre-Christmas, hasn't it been? It's been a while. It's been quite a bit of time. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that violet. We got a violet. All right, I had my last day of banner today. Oh, good. So it's because you found a new job, right? You got You got another thing lined up. That's exciting. Oh my gosh. Are you excited to try out this new job that you have? Ready and waiting. I got a couple of offers. Ooh. Got offers, yes. And trust me, I'm not surprised. I think that you'd be a really, really good candidate, and I feel like you should have offers lined up for you. That's super exciting. Oh my gosh. That's extremely pink. I think I kind of want to tone that down just a bit. We do want to use magenta. Yeah, here we go. Whoa. Whoa, look at this magenta. It's so crazy. I have mixed feelings about all of it, but we shall see. Oh, I think it'll be good. It's a new chapter of life. I mean, I understand it though. It's almost like you kind of don't know if it's gonna be better or if it's gonna be worse. You know, I get it, I do. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. I almost feel like I should be using the magenta down here instead of up there. Just do a little switch. A little flip-flop. Go. Yeah. The job I decided not to take offered me 90K. Wow! Wow! What? Oh, I asked for 100. Ah. What, Oh, wow. Yeah, what job? The weekend one with the car. Oh. I think I remember hearing that from Keto. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So it was less than you asked for, and it would have been working weekends. You would have been on weekends. They originally said 85, but the other job offered 87. Interesting. So you went with the one that ultimately offered less. So I was just going to take that. And then you were offered 90. Okay. Interesting. So did they get back to you later with the 90K offer? Why do they pay so much? Okay, so let's see. But then they were like, do you want more? And I said 100. Yeah, you go, girl. Say what you want. Why do they pay so much? And she said 90. Interesting. It's good. I mean, with all the schooling that you had to endure, they should pay you good. To get this nice thin streak right there. All right. Most likely are desperate and the job probably is hard. It must be. Hell, some nurses are making 60,000. What? Wait, 6,000 a week. It's 64 hours straight. Dude. That can't even be good for your health, which is kind of ironic because medical field, but geez, why are all of those jobs like that? Why are they such long stretches for such a long amount of time? What's the purpose of that? I've always wondered. Because those jobs are always like that, but I just don't understand why. Why do they have to be really long shifts? What good does that actually do, like functionality-wise? Does it do anything? Besides that you're reliable and that you don't have to wait for the next person to be on shift, I guess. Or it's less of those times. So technically 30 an hour. I don't know, it's ridiculous. So I asked for 100. Or, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand because, I mean, I guess it makes sense only in that sense. Like say you don't have to wait for somebody else to get on shift. If you're already there, you're kind of just there, right? Like you'll have to wait for somebody else to swipe in or punch in, and so those in-betweens will be less frequent, and therefore being short-staffed would be something that could be predicted a lot easier and filled for a little easier. But the problem with that is like the health of the healthcare workers. Other job is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. But there is on-call too. Either way, it'll be great to stash money. It'll be great to stash money. I read slash Monday. I was like, what? Funny. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. There's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of a lot of different options. You just gotta really pick your poison, you know, weigh the good and bad. And I feel like working those crazy shifts, the ones that are just ridiculously long, they don't need to be that long. They just don't. And it compromises the health of the staff. And I just don't understand what good does it do. I mean, you want your people to be able to function and do their jobs, right? Like, if you don't have somebody who... You might as well just be short-staffed, you know what I'm saying? Instead of having people who are like, who can't sleep for that long at a time, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's disturbing. Even the 12-hour shifts are too long. I agree. So there are all of these studies out there, all of this proof out there, scientific proof of how important sleep is and how it can really affect you and make you unable to actually operate if you don't sleep, and if you don't sleep regularly and for the right amount of time, and so there's all of this proof that you need to sleep, right? Like, you can take a nap if it's quiet, but yeah, it's terrible. The question is it really 8 to 5? Yeah. That's a good question right there. Yeah, it's like, what's the point? Like, even if you can only kind of take a nap, and it's like, even that, it's not a scheduled time. You can't just set aside time and take a nap. You still have to get up and you still have to work. And what if it's so busy that you're actually working your butt off for 12 hours straight? You can't just, they can't do that. I mean, they can and they do, but it's just, it doesn't make any sense. It's like, okay, so if you're working as a nurse, right, caring for other people, it's like, You're in the field of wellness, you're in the field of health and science, and I feel like it goes against everything that you do as a career. I don't know, that makes no sense to me. It bothers me so bad. It is initially, but who knows? Yes, that happens a lot. All the studies show that more errors happen after 10 hours. So then, exactly. So then why do they force you guys to be there for that? It makes no sense. It's almost like they want the errors to happen. It doesn't make any sense. Why? Why? It's like, can you even blame the staff if they do make errors? Because they're so sleep deprived, because they have to be there that much? Because they have to work? For shifts that just don't need to be that long, like... Yeah, that's just terrible. Yeah, it's just easier and cheaper to staff. It's not about science or health. Yeah, it's about money. Exactly. But it irritates me that that's the state that this country is in. It's disturbing. It's very disturbing. I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that. That is seriously cruel and just... It just shouldn't really be that way. It's like basically all the choices, all the options you have are just... They're all bad. They are all bad in their own way, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. Banner was really nice to me today and welcomed me back anytime, so not much risk. Good. No risk. I mean, you have all kinds of options, right? They are. Yeah, there's a lot that you can do. That's great that they're very cordial and welcomed you back. That's great. They shouldn't have any ill feelings towards you, you know what I mean? I'd be shocked. I'd be way more shocked if they didn't, you know, if they didn't welcome you back. Wow, this paint is really rough. It's just not going on as thin as I had hoped. Interesting. More choices makes it harder sometimes. Yeah. It does. I mean, you have a lot of different choices and, you know, you have to weigh your options, but at the same time, you don't even get all of the information right up front. A lot of it is you have to go in and experience what it's going to be like, and that means signing up to do the job. So, yeah. So, I mean, I guess you just kind of have to pick something that sounds nice and roll with it and see where it takes you. You never really know. Yeah, especially when they all sort of suck. Yeah, it's like, yeah. You pick your poison, you know, you just... They're all gonna kind of have their problems, I think. And you never know, too, like, one could be really good, but they just don't really tell you the right stuff when you're getting into it. And then when you get into it, it's like, you know, it's good, but maybe you don't think it will be, so you pass up on it, and the potential of the job that was the best option ultimately just passed you up because they don't tell you everything up front. I think there's a lot that you learn about a job just by going into it. And that's what I mean by that. But that's nursing, yeah. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry to hear about that lemon fluff. I'm hoping that the new job ends up being very promising and really nice. Better than you were expecting, hopefully. Interesting. I don't know what I'm doing with this painting. I'm just kind of winging it. All nursing jobs really are about money and trying to shove 20 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag. Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of greed on the hospital's parts. There's just a lot of greed. And it just shouldn't be that way. Especially when you're dealing with, when you've got people who are dealing with the health of the public. You want them to be in their best mental space. You want them to be in their best shape, right? To be able to help others. Just makes no sense to not have that. All right. The Monday through Friday place is just starting. So there are only 6 patients. So it'll be okay until they get up and running. Oh, nice. So they're starting up. That's wonderful. Hopefully it's a nice pace that doesn't demand way too much of you. That sounds pretty promising. Sounds pretty good. Pretty good. So right now, they're starting up in Tucson. They're well established in other parts of the country. Oh, good. Okay, so then that means good job security. So if they're not established at all anywhere else, that's like, that can be kind of concerning because that in of itself is a little bit of a gamble. But that's really promising. That sounds really nice. Alright. Well, I think all in all, that's good news. Pretty good news. Yeah. I love painting this dragon. I've been live for 1 hour and 4 minutes and 26 seconds, and runtime is typically 3 hours. Thanks, bot. Super funny. It's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. What's that emote? Who is that? I have to zoom in. BC Warrior. So funny. Twitch emotes are so silly. I don't know, it says BC Warrior. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know what that is. Oh, those emotes are so funny. They're so random. I've definitely got to up my Twitch game. I don't really get a lot of company these days over here on Twitch. Whoa! Yay! Yeah, I gotta up my game, man. I gotta get those new emotes, follower emotes, or something that they released recently, and that's something that I want to learn how to do. Like, not learn how, but just, you know, figure out what would be a good follower emote and produce 5 different things, right? 5 follower emotes. That's pretty freaking cool that I'll be able to do that. I have to do it. That's the thing. And then I think I get 1 animated emote slot so I can animate one, right? I know how to animate. I've done it a million times before. I just need to figure out what should I do. What would be a good animated or just good follower emotes in general. There are all these new things that we're able to do, which is super, super cool. But yeah, I need to up my game because I've been slacking. I haven't been adding a ton of new points rewards, although I will have 1 new one next week. The next time that I stream, I'll have a new one. New shaft. Which will basically just take you to a scene that will make it so that it removes like all of the overlays and all that fun stuff. I think that they're fun, but I think that some people aren't really terribly fond of like all of the different things that are happening on the screen. I think that people are kind of distracted by like overlays and stuff like that, and I think that more so applies with like video game streaming, but I've heard it in general too. So so it'd be cool to add something where you could pay like a set amount of channel points, and then it takes you over to a really simple screen for a while. The simple screen just being just the camera view. You'll be able to see a little bit more around the camera, like around the canvas and like behind and stuff like that. Kind of like the good old days, like when, you know, when I pretty much started out. Frog. Ribbit. Yeah, so I'm just thinking, you know, I think a lot of people don't really take too kindly to all the overlays and stuff like that. It could be something that drives people away. As for me, I personally really like it because I feel like it kind of adds something to the stream that, you know, like just painting and stuff like that, there's not a whole lot going on. Not a ton happening. So I just think it would probably be good to have the option to be able to let it switch at least for a while. Yeah. Frog! Yeah. Twitch is fun as a platform. Yeah! Yay! Oh no! There it is! Right on cue! The technical difficulties. It's telling me that I should take a quick little ad break. In this quick little ad break, I'm gonna go ahead and probably gonna go ahead and run maybe just a short one and just get set back up again. I'll see you guys shortly. I'm just gonna go ahead and run the Pecco break. How are you? Here we go. We're ready for the Pecco break. All right, see you soon. Alright, we are back into our main scene, but we are still trying to connect the cam. It looks like it's almost connected though. We're still working on it, Pretty close though. Usually I have it by now, but it just took a second to connect, a little bit longer than usual. But here it is. It looks like it's all good and connected again. Perfect. Yeah. It just takes its sweet time sometimes. Sometimes, for some strange reason, my GoPro can't seem to find the internet. It can't find the actual like router. Like it doesn't know. It's so weird that it does that. It can't seem to find the right connection, or it can't really seek like available wireless networks, and so sometimes it just kind of acts funky and strange. But the important thing is that we are back. Yes, we are. Officially. Yes. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of add some nice little sheen that goes across this dragon's chest over here. There we are. Nice blue. Blue ice. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more shininess going across him. There's probably more that I can do with that. But I think we'll leave it like that just for now. Kind of fix up the scales up around his neck here. Yeah, here we go. Windy. I heard something like go outside. Did you hear that? Twitch didn't notify you again either. Oh my gosh. You know, I'm wondering if Twitch is just kind of like punishing me, sort of. And I think that it could just be because like some of the days that I didn't go live, where I definitely announced that I wasn't going to go live, I just didn't, and it's on my schedule, so it's technically missed days. And I'm wondering if it like kind of hurts your reach as like kind of like a punishment. I know that a lot of platforms do that kind of stuff, so I wouldn't put it past them if they limit the reach on who gets notified on what. I know that they do that based on your go live notification, like what you end up typing. I didn't get them either, now that I think of it. Yeah, so maybe that has something to do with it. I think so. A setting? So if you go onto my profile, and you might already be, like, you're already following, there's a bell, I believe, like an icon, that basically, if you have it enabled, you should be getting go live notifications. But something that I know that Twitch does is that they will limit the reach of these go live if for some reason, like, you type something that they want to withhold, like you type something that might be flagged or something or less than appropriate, they won't necessarily tell you, but they'll prevent the notification from actually going out to most people. Right, I should get them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, but your subscribers should get notified no matter what. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I should get them, not if I click the bell though. Yeah, so I guess Twitch just does that, particularly with, like, people who put things that are questionable in the notifications. So I'm wondering if they've, like, got kind of a thing also. And this could just be me being paranoid, but I think that it's very possible that it could be a sort of punishment for not going live on my scheduled day. Like, usually I go in and I put the vacation mode so that it doesn't, like, flag it as, like, a missed day. But I have missed it a couple times. Yeah. Yeah, my bell and notifications are both checked. Yeah, I'm suspicious of Twitch right now. Honestly, I believe that completely because, like I said, my views lately have been dipping so much, and I think the going live notifications could just not be going through. And that would just be probably Twitch's system kind of punishing me for something, I'm guessing. I'm guessing it has to do with, like, not going live on the scheduled day or something else, but I don't know what the something else would be. That's the only thing I can think of. Or for not having all of my emotes filled out. Like, I have all of these things that are unused. Maybe they think that it's not really up to par, so they don't... I don't know. I'm guessing that that's kind of what they're doing. So I don't know why I didn't get them, totally. Yeah, like, it's weird. They don't tell you these things. Like, what really sucks is that, like, whatever platform you choose to be on, you're at the mercy of the platform and their unspoken rules. And there are always unspoken rules. There's never a platform that puts everything out on the table to let you know what you should and shouldn't do and what will punish you if you do this or that, or like what happens, a Twitch glitch maybe? I don't know, man. I've been getting a lot of going live notifications from my people who I follow, and I'm not getting any problems with that, at least for a lot of the creators. I think some of the people in particular are not, theirs might not be going out, but I'm not really exactly sure. So it's, yeah, it's weird. I don't really fully know myself. But I will say that Twitch is looking kind of suspicious. Little sussy, a little bit. Yeah, and that's not your fault or anything. Oh, I just kicked the tripod. There's nothing that you could have done about that or anything. It's just like that. They just do that kind of stuff. Because it's their platform. Always those unspoken rules. Always those little things that they never tell you about. Just how it is. Very silly. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, I'm saying it's kind of like how, like, Instagram will shadow ban you, or, like, and you know what, like, a shadow ban is, right? Like, it's where, I mean, this would pretty much count as a shadow ban as well, technically, I guess. It's where like if you're posting something, it doesn't make it to anybody's feeds and it can't be searched by hashtag and it just can't be found unless they go straight to your page. It just doesn't show up in any kind of queue, in any kind of feed. It just, you know, you basically become a ghost. So when you post something, it's just not going to reach anybody's feeds unless they are actually seeking out your content, what you posted. And that can happen as like a punishment. Instagram does that as a punishment. I'm not really sure what they punish for. Like, I don't know what causes that exactly, but I know that's something that they do. And yeah, there are other things, there are other services that do that. You can get the shadow ban from a lot of different things, but it's just one of those things that's like an unspoken rule. They don't tell you. They just let you figure it out, I guess. I don't really know. I don't know the logic behind it. I'm guessing a lot of times it has to do with like stopping bots, maybe, or just yeah, well, that sucks. Yeah, or just like kind of promoting good practices and like punishing bad practice. Like, I'm just guessing that's kind of their motive. They like to kind of control the people on their platform, and they're not always forward about it. And I'm just thinking that's probably what happens. Yeah, here we go. Get some shiny little things up on his face. Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen when you're dealing with this stuff. When you're on the platforms of other websites, you know, if you don't own the platform, you don't know what they're gonna do. It's just, sucks. Nice little shiny spot going across this little spot right here. And I think I might kind of do a little bit of color shifting right there. Yeah. This dragon's coming out to be pretty fun. I'm really enjoying the process. But yeah, a lot of times when these things happen, usually, and I say usually the good news is it's not permanent. They don't do this kind of stuff permanently. But I say usually because honestly that can like not be true. It just depends. It depends. Let's go ahead and make like a nice Nice little violet. There we go. Very good. Yeah, but it's good to know. It is good to know that you guys aren't getting the notifications. It's very possible that something's going on. Maybe it's something that I can investigate. Perhaps it's something that I can reach out to Twitch. See if there's something that I can do to fix. But either way, it's really good to know. Dragon. Yes, dragon. Dragon indeed. Right here. Yeah, here we go. And I also need to kind of like add another layer too of this of this dude's little icy mane. Oops. Just kind of like smacked the microphone there. Sorry guys. Sorry about your ears. Wondering if I should just kind of quietly erase that little diamond there. Yeah, maybe it doesn't really need to be there. I'm wondering if I switch up the schedule, perhaps, maybe that'll fix it, because I didn't go live last week, Friday night, because I was preparing for the event. So I'm wondering if it flagged Friday night and basically said, yeah, the likelihood of her actually going live on Friday night has dropped because she didn't stream, so we're not going to send out a going live notification. So I'm thinking that would be logical. It would make sense. But at the same time, no, it doesn't make sense, because when you think about it this way, the going live notification only happens when you hit go live. So when you're actually officially streaming to the platform, you have to give it like a couple minutes, and then it sends them out when it's connected to Twitch. So if I don't connect at all, normally there wouldn't be any kind of going live notification, whether it's on a schedule or not. So that doesn't even make sense. Definitely don't send going live notifications for schedules despite whether or not a stream has started. So that wouldn't make much sense. Yeah, I still feel as if I hit the bell requesting to get them, I'm requesting to get them no matter what. Yeah, I agree. It should be that way. Twitch is really it's really rude. That's super rude. I don't understand why it's like that. I hear YouTube has similar problems where people will have the notification thing on their YouTube because they want to get the going live notifications or just a new video notification for specific channels. And YouTube just sometimes won't send them out. And that's an own problem there, but like usually that's like, and yeah, it does actually target specific creators too. Like not all creators have that issue, but some of them just do. So I'm thinking it's probably got something to do with it. I think it's kind of some unspoken intentional thing that kind of is sort of a punishment. And yeah, realistically, when you tap that bell icon, you expect to get notified. So it shouldn't even be an issue. It really shouldn't even be a problem. But here we are, Twitch. And how does that benefit Twitch? It tends to make creators like look better or something. I'm not really sure. It's kind of like how other platforms shadow ban. It's just kind of discouraging like poor behavior or like, you know, making you less visible if you're going to make the platform look bad. They tend to do that a lot on other platforms. And I've definitely seen that happen in other ways on other platforms, so it wouldn't really necessarily surprise me. Right. I guess just making sure all the creators are consistent. I mean, the advertisers are getting views. If no one knows there's a live show or not. Yeah, I mean, if you run ads and nobody is viewing the ad, the creator themselves, you make a profit off of the ad. It's like extremely minimal, but I'm thinking that they try to use that sort of as like bait too. So if you get less viewers, you are directly impacted from your previous behavior or something that made Twitch not look that good. So like if you're inconsistent, if you're, you know, what they deem as an unfit creator or something, based on like internal algorithms that kind of monitor you and, you know, check your consistency and interactivity and like things that you utilize and stuff like that. It's kind of, for instance, it's kind of like Etsy. On Etsy, if you consistently get orders out late and process them after your promised time, they will rank your search results less. They'll put you behind pretty much everybody else. They'll put you back a few pages. You will become less visible as a result. And if they feel that you're overloaded with orders, they're going to make you less visible. And they check this by just kind of seeing how much volume you can handle and giving you more and more, but they never give you too much. And the way that they do that is that they make you less visible to people who search. Your followers keeps going up though, 150, 10 higher than I remember. Wow. I lost one, I think the other day. It could have just been a deleted account or a bot or something, though. I did have 151 I had 152, but a couple of them disappeared. So, you know, that stuff happens too. Yeah, so who knows? I think that maybe some accounts got terminated and maybe some people just unfollowed because they're not really on here anymore. So people are following but aren't getting notified. Yes. Yeah, so that's a pretty common problem on Twitch too, like where like you'll have channels with tons and tons of followers, but hardly anybody really shows up. I can also directly see how many people have the bell icon set up, because you can disable that so that you don't get notifications. But I do have a way to actually see how many people have the bell the notification thing up. Unfortunately, I don't know who, I think that there might be a way to check that, but I don't know who has their going live notification set. But it does appear that there are 108 people who have it enabled. So 108 different people would have a notification, granted that they are logged in on that account on their device, and that their device is on, I guess. So that would be 108 notifications. However, Twitch doesn't actually give out all of those push notifications. They don't do that. They actually give you how many they actually send out, I believe, like the information on that. And then they give you the amount of people who clicked on the notification. That is its own, that's its own metric that you can check for each time that you go live. You can check that. And usually I average, I think, around 2 of those clicks, even if more people show up. So that, I think, tells me that not a lot of people get those, which is strange, but that's okay. I mean, I can tell you that I have had a lot of like notifications myself from people who I follow, but I always see it late. Like I see it hours late after they've streamed because I'm not looking at my phone 24/7. So it's you know, it's really hit or miss. If I'm there and I see it pop up right at that time, I'll try to join in. If I'm not, well, then usually I'm too late. Usually I am too late. Never really know. You never know. You never know. Announcing it on social media is probably the safest bet. I agree. But there are a few things too that I need to look out for. So Facebook itself has problems where it'll limit the reach of my actual art page. But let's just say that I post from my normal account, my personal account. I post from there, and then you'd imagine it'd be fine. Everybody, all my friends would see it, whatever. Except there are certain blacklisted words on Facebook where if you say them, the chances of your post appearing on someone else's feed decrease significantly. In fact, a lot of times they just don't show up. And some of those words include live stream and stream. And it's kind of crazy that that's just how it is, but it's actually true. Like, they blacklist these words, and these words are kind of like a hurt your reach sort of words. Yeah, it's weird that they do that, and it's kind of sad and terrible. They don't want you to be great. So my way of getting around it usually is by changing the word live stream so that the I is an exclamation point. And then like maybe I'll like just say going live, and then I'll use like an exclamation point, and it reaches people's feeds. And I've done things where I've done like my own experimental posts where I do them back to back, right? And I would get one that would say like live stream or like stream, and then I'd have one where I'm like kind of getting around it by trying to like use the leet speak, and it actually reaches more people. It's insane, dude. Like, it's actually really weird. They do hurt your reach based on your verbiage. And also, if you talk about things like YouTube, or if you add YouTube links, the chances of those appearing on someone else's feed also are very low because they don't want you to leave the platform. So they really try to keep people on there as much as possible and continuing to scroll just endlessly. Yeah, they don't want people to leave. And it's really terrible. Oh, it's unfortunate. It's just how it is, man. You gotta play their dumb games with them. That's the thing. You just gotta learn their games, and then you gotta play along. I play the delete this off my phone game. Yeah, right? Gosh. It's pretty smart move right there, Keto. Man, these big social companies are getting too bold, especially Facebook. With the whole meta thing, if I'm gonna be completely real, it freaks me out. I don't really want to do VR. I don't want to do VR life. I don't want, like, I don't know, I just don't want it. It just doesn't sound nice to me. Really quite creepy. I can sell virtual vacation rentals. There you go. Yeah. I'm like I could make, you know, assets. Like maybe I can learn to 3D model some kind of like vacation homes or something. And then people can live in their fake 3D model of a vacation home. And then we can rake in the cash. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. Yeah. I take Doge and Bitcoin. There it is. Yeah, man. That's what people are gonna buy. This world is getting weirder and weirder by the day. Some days I feel like that meme of Professor Farnsworth from Futurama, where he says, "I don't want to live on this planet anymore." And it's like, oh my gosh. I love Futurama. You ever watch Futurama? It's a pretty good cartoon. It's pretty good. It's just one of those things that was really popular for a reason. It's just good. That's all. NFTs. Sunlight can sell virtual art. NFTs, yeah. Right. Now, I'm not really too into the idea of NFTs right now. They're pretty frowned upon for the reason that it's actually kind of a step in the wrong direction for going for a greener earth and for, you know, combating climate change and just the energy consumption that it requires. And then also, like, the people who are really gross with their NFTs that have their, like, virtual monkeys or their little characters that they barely change. I think it's inevitable. Like, I'm just disappointed. And also, I'm disappointed in the way that it's handled too, right? Like, people who aren't artists who can't make anything, they steal other people's work, and then they'll like screenshot stuff and turn it into an NFT, and there's nothing anyone can do about it. You can't, like, people can't really take it down. It just doesn't work. I just wish that, like, artists were more protected. Like they protect music artists. Why don't they protect visual artists? It's weird. It'll get regulated. I hope so. I do. It's kind of frustrating, the state that it's in right now. Okay. I definitely think I'll need to spritz this down. It's just early, like back when the internet came out. Yeah, it's true. We're still pretty in the early phases of this whole NFT thing, I guess. People think that it'll be a bubble that'll burst really fast and really soon. I think that the hype will probably build. I think it's pretty much here to stay. Oh, sorry, I just kind of bumped the camera once again. I'm aggressive with the camera tonight. So every time I spritz the canvas down, I have to blot it off with a towel, and that's because my spray bottle sprays like these really big, kind of like big water droplets. Nope, big companies are investing real money into it. Yeah. And there were no rules. You could do whatever. Yeah, totally. With the internet being new, yeah. Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Yeah, there are big companies really investing into it. Even YouTube's on board with it. It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of the way of the future. I don't like the whole, like, NFT monkeys or whatever the heck. And people, like, the way that they talk about their NFTs is kind of gross. I don't know how I feel about it. I really don't know. At first, I was really excited about them. I was really excited because I was excited to see that there's a way that virtual artists and artists who create assets and who, like, artists who, like, do digital artwork can actually sell like a physical almost like a physical thing. Oh, an NFT. An NFT is basically you use a cryptocurrency that's called Ethereum, and you can basically buy now this is like really important because I don't think that people really talk about this much, but you buy the link to a file, right? So whatever this person is selling, like you can browse around and buy really anything. If I took a picture right now of my workshop, I could essentially pay around $50-ish to mint it on the blockchain. And so I can take this photograph, put it up on Google Drive or something, get a very, very specific link. It can't be guessed, it can't be found anywhere else. This is a private link that only I have access to, right? So, and I've never done this before, so I don't really understand like all of the ins and outs, but this is just based on everything that I've learned about it. You can go on some kind of like minting website or like an NFT website. I think there are a lot of different platforms that you can use. I'm not sure what the platforms are. I'm sorry, I can't name drop them. But anyways, essentially, I could say this NFT is worth this much Ethereum, right? And I can just decide like how much it's worth, like how much I want to sell it for. And it's a link to a file, right? It's a link to a file, but then when you, and it's only like one of its kind. It's the only file of its kind, and it's kind of like sort of promised that it's like the original one and that the other ones, copies or whatever on your computer are deleted. It is the file. It's a link to the file that exists. So let's say I mint it. It costs me $50 or so to mint it on the blockchain, which means that it is now traceable and tracked so that you can see the ownership of who it belongs to, right? But let's say I haven't sold it yet. Let's say you buy it. You buy it for like $100 or something. Now you own it. So now, like somehow, some way they use the blockchain basically to trace the owner, and you can basically verify that yes, that is your file. You purchased it with $100, and then you can turn around and sell it also. So let's say now you want to sell it for $200. You want to turn a profit on this thing, right? Well, the original seller can have it set so that the original file owner, can have it set so that they can earn royalties off of each sale. So let's say I want to sell, or you want to sell it for $200 after I sold it to you for $100. I could earn a 10% or whatever I guess I set. I'm not sure if that's something that can be changed. But I could earn a 10% royalty off of your $200 sale. So someone else buys it for $200. And you also get a full history of who has owned that file. It's weird. That's all I can say. It's like crypto art. Yeah. Yeah. People can put them there in the virtual space, or at least that's the goal. Like Budweiser sold collectible cans. It's like crypto art. Yeah. So that's an NFT. It stands for non-fungible token. And so what I think that means is that there's only one of its kind. It can be passed around, but it can't be duplicated. it has its own specific ID that it acquires by being minted, and I guess the term minting it means that you put it through this platform, or I'm not sure if it's bound to a platform. I'm sorry. But yeah, like, that's pretty much all I really know about it. I've never done it before, so I don't know if it's bound to a platform or anything like that. Yeah. So, anyways, basically, it's just a very, very traceable file. And oftentimes, that's going to be like digital art, or just crypto monkeys, or whatever the heck that they make. They make all sorts of like, kind of like, they'll take like a base of something and like make it look similar, and then they make them like they'll take like the base of a monkey and then like make like 500 different images of like a slightly different monkey, and it's like they're all different NFTs, and yeah, stupid. That is, to me, is really stupid. But you know, I think that there's a good purpose for it. I think that there's a good way to use it. And I think that a lot of people that are using them right now aren't using them in a way that I would deem good. But that's a matter of personal opinion. And in order to have them traceable and on the blockchain, it takes up like so much computing power just to like, so once the person sells it again, they no longer have it. Exactly, they no longer have it. They no longer have access to it, and they no longer own it. Exactly. And it's like they can still technically can still like right-click save as the artwork, right? They can still technically do that, but they won't own the traced one. So that's the whole purpose of it. It's not just having the file itself, it's like having proof that you purchased it or that you are the owner of it, if that makes sense. So even if it's passed around and people like went ahead and right-click save as on the picture or whatever, they technically don't have the ownership of that image, if that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, by using the blockchain, you can make it so people can own virtual stuff. But you really do that right now. You can own a website. You can't own a website, but not a thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't really do that right now. You can own a website, but not a thing. Yeah, so like, that's the thing, is like, okay, so I could make specific files or assets or pictures or whatever, and I can share them with my friends. I could give them copies of the pictures, and I can give them flash drives with a bunch of copies of the files, right? And they can have all of the files, whatever. But if any of those files are minted on the blockchain and the proof of digital ownership can be verified, just them having the files doesn't make them the owners. It's not traceable and it's not verified. So yeah, that's the appeal of NFTs. That's the appeal of it. I can say that there is an argument for them. There are arguments against them as well. But I would say to each their own. There are a lot of really, really interesting uses for them. Different platforms, like for instance Twitter right now, is finding a use for NFTs and also trying to get their little foot in that NFT door by basically they have it now so that if you have an NFT, like you can have an NFT as a profile picture if you own the NFT, and it changes like the shape of your profile picture, and it makes it like a hexagon or something. I don't know what it does, but that's what I was seeing news of, at least recently. I've been kind of seeing that kind of stuff all over the place anyways. There we go. I thought being frugal was easier in the real world. In the virtual space, I won't buy anything. It doesn't even make sense in my head to buy something that's not real. But I'll sell you virtual stuff. Yeah, for sure. I agree. And that's why I'm not really into like things like gacha games. But it's proven that they work. It's proven that people care about that stuff, apparently. You know, I mean, I did kind of like dabble in buying virtual stuff for a while. Like, for instance, I remember I had bought, there's like this Nintendo app. I can't remember what it's called. But basically there's this character that you can like be or play as. You can visit friends and you can like decorate your main character, and like it's real cute, and you'd have your own little space and put up your own little posters or whatever. It was very, very cool. I liked it a lot. Yeah, I'm heading off the grid for sure, right? No doubt. Time for Airstream. Yeah. Time for the Airstream. Yeah, so like I had purchased some little outfits for this character. It kind of brought me a little bit of joy, right? But here's the thing. I spent a few dollars on this character in these little outfits. And then not a year later, the servers went down, right? If forever. Like the servers actually, they just stopped letting you play the game with no advance notice. All of a sudden, this game that you could buy stuff in, you could no longer play practically overnight. You just couldn't play it anymore. So that's when I came to the realization that when you buy virtual stuff, it's not guaranteed the next day or even right there and then. I mean, you could just not get the thing after you paid for it, and maybe customer service will help you, or maybe they won't. They don't care. They got your money. And it's for a virtual item that's not real, and it depends on their servers and their end functioning to even utilize it for something that isn't going to be there in a couple years. You know what I mean? Like, just don't bother. Don't even try. Don't even waste your money. Right. Boom, there goes your crap. But you got your blockchain link, right? Exactly. That link, right? But what if that link goes down? What if that person just decides, haha, I'm going to take the link down so you can no longer access it, right? And it takes you to a 404. What's stopping them? Nothing is stopping them, right? I don't understand it. It's worthless. Yes. I know, that's my point. Exactly. It's worthless. Worthless, worthless, worthless. Oh, and like, so imagine if even if you did everything right, even if the person selling the NFT did everything right, and then they decided, you know, I'm going to sell this NFT, I minted it on the blockchain, right? Okay, like I've got this link to this file, it's a Google Drive or something, right? Okay, so now it's depending on Google themselves to be up and running still. So what if something happened to Google Drives everywhere, where all of a sudden they just stopped working or all the links were suddenly jumbled up? Oops! Now everyone's NFTs are in the trash, and everyone's got a re-rolled link, so now all the NFTs have to be, I don't know what happens when things go wrong with NFTs, but apparently they have a protocol, right? So, then what? They have land going for thousands, cheapest plot 15,000. No way. And you can turn it into a virtual place on your virtual land and charge people for stuff or services. I bought downloads of patterns on Etsy and they occasionally disappear. Downloads of patterns and they occasionally disappear? Hold up. So I know that you can put up digital downloads for sale. I had a few before, but I never got any sales on them. How did they disappear? Did they like disappear off your computer, or like the link, they just didn't ever let you download it, or was the seller just kind of sketchy? Because that very well could be as well. Yeah, stacky. That's so strange. That's so strange that can happen, right? I mean, you never really know. I sort of want to do something over here with these, but I'm not really sure what I want to do. So odd. The email that held the link disappeared. Oh! I've had problems with emails lately where, like, the emails just aren't there or they're flagged as spam. And then I say, it's not spam. So then I try to get it to move to the regular folder. But for some reason, it doesn't ever go to the regular folder and it just vanishes. Do you ever get that to happen to you? I've had to refresh my email or log out and log back in to get things to reappear sometimes. It's pretty annoying. Pretty annoying, in my opinion. I'm thinking to myself, I sort of want to add something there, right? Something here. Right in here. Okay. All right. Buttress. Are they for crochet? That's funny. Well, they're patterns, I imagine. I searched everywhere, trash, junk, etc. No trace of the email. Yes. And so you saw the email initially and then it disappeared? That's so frustrating. What do they charge for a pattern? Yeah, I mean, like, I imagine it's something like a vector file, right? Lots of times it's sewing patterns. I mean, heck, I can make vector files if it's just like a regular old pattern. Maybe $6. Yes. Oh, okay. Wow, people are making $6 off of vectors. Man, I was trying to charge $1 for Photoshop layer styles, and people weren't even buying it. It was up for years. I ended up spending so much money just to keep the thing listed. So stupid. I'll make you vectors. It's easy. It takes a little time, of course. It's not a challenge, though. I do have the software to do it. And the know-how. Just gotta know. The only thing I need to know is, like... The only thing that I need to know is, like, what you want it to look like. That's pretty much it. Even like a vague, like even if you screenshot it and you want something to look kind of similar, I got your back, got you covered. I can make stuff like that. Yeah. Sorry, I'm so focused and quiet. I'm just really enjoying this process. Here we go. There we are. Some are $1 or $2, but usually $5 or $6. I think they're pre-made patterns. Oh, crochet patterns. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right. So, like, are they kind of like a how-to crochet, like almost like directions on how to crochet, like specific, like specific items and things like that? See, now that's not something I can do. But I can do vector files. I can do vector files that can be like printed or blown up into something, or there goes the technical difficulties. There it is. Right on cue. So I'm gonna run the quick app, the Pecco. We're gonna go ahead and see little Pecco again. Alright, you guys, I'll see you real shortly. And 3, see you soon. And we're officially back. Woo! We're reconnected and everything. Awesome. Pecco's out of control, right? Hilarious. Totally. He's totally out of control. Yes, there's usually a picture of a scarf or whatever, and you're buying stitch by stitch instructions. Oh, you're buying these stitch by stitch instructions. Okay, got you. Okay. Well, that makes quite a bit of sense. I just, I didn't really know what to expect for some reason, but yeah. Okay, that does make sense. Stitch by stitch instructions. I think I want to cover up these scales here and go for something that looks a little bit smaller. But yeah, I see. So that would be not something that I can really replicate. That takes somebody who knows what they're doing crocheting. That's quite a bit different. Now, for something that's like a print file, or something that's like an actual, like a visual pattern, or something that you can use as an asset for something else, even something that you could use to die cut and use as like vinyl for like a shirt or something. That's the stuff that I can specialize in. That's the stuff that I can do. That's the stuff I know how to do. And that's kind of what I was expecting for some reason, but it doesn't make any sense because you do crocheting, so it's not like, the stuff's gonna look like that. It's not gonna be that. What if I did yellow and violets? I just have to kind of fill this in without breaking open any new paints. Yeah, alright. So that's just gonna look red there for a second. No big deal. But yeah, that's definitely a tough one. I unfortunately cannot help with. Here we go. I think I kind of want to make these like really bright up here. Ice dragon over here is pretty fun so far. That was too funny. Pecco's out of control. I laughed. Yeah, so funny. Him with his little necro. I mean, I just had to get a video of him while I was petting him like that. I mean, he gets his scritches all the time, but he's just super duper cute. And it would just be nice. I just thought it would be nice to share that scene with the world. People can see how gosh darn cute that bird can be. He's really quite the cute bird. Quite a cute bird. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if I take some of this white paint, I just kind of like that. And I can use a little bit of cyan. I really love cyan. Just kind of dry brushing in here. Having a nice little dry brush. He's a cold, icy boy. Isosaurus Rex. We're getting pretty close to wrapping up over here. We've got another half an hour or so. So I kind of want these horns on his crest to look pretty icy. So I'm gonna have to go in there and add some like little icy textures and things. That sucks that your files disappeared though. I mean, when you think about it, that's just gotta be really frustrating, especially when you pay the money for it. And it's like, do you ever contact the sellers when that happens? I feel like they could just provide you a link to the download a second time or something. I mean, considering you bought it, it's not like you can like copy it more times because you get the link again. It's like you would just copy it anyway, right? If that were a concern. It's very strange that those things would disappear. Yeah, there we go. Those are looking a little bit more like ice. Didn't think of that. Oh, well, I think that they would help. I would think so. I would hope anyways that they would help. Oh, Shanti, thank you so much for the follow. Xian Fi. Okay, very cool. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Yeah. We're making an ice dragon tonight. OMG, this is really amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. You are wonderful. It means a lot to me. I'm making an icy dragon. I call him Tundra's Majesty. He's the king of the tundra, very icy, cold, cold boy. You know, I live in like desert in the valley where we never see any kind of snow, so this is all very new to me. I've never like painted a snowy landscape or anything like that. No, I really, really appreciate you. That means a lot to me. How are you doing this evening? Or morning, or afternoon, depending on where you're at. Yeah. Very cool. Super awesome. Yeah, that means a lot to me, man. I'm super stoked about that. Super stoked. These things take like pretty much forever to do, but man, it's just so fun. I love painting dragons. Giant dragon nerd over here. Yeah. Aw, that's so nice of you, Keto. That is super nice of you. You know what? I gotta get some more emotes going, huh? I really gotta focus on that this next week, right? That way, with my next stream, I'll have a little bit more for you guys to do and like more to show. It would be really wonderful. It really would be. But welcome in. It's really nice to have some company. Super awesome. Super awesome. We're actually getting pretty close to wrapping up over here, but we do have another 30 minutes left. If we stick around. Oh, yeah. Lots of beeps. Lots of Pecco beeps. If you stick around, we could do some raiding as well. Yeah, here we are. I do kind of have to like darken up some of these edges over here, especially right here. That's looking a little bit more like ice, I think. I do need to kind of darken up the base of his horns over here. Like the bases of his horns. Darkened up nicely. Just like that. Yeah. So I'm also thinking I kind of need to get these a little bit more defined as well. I wonder if I can get these a little bit darker. Yeah, that'd be super awesome. Let's make these quite a bit darker. Especially if I can get this part behind his head darker, like this. Yeah, super awesome. I love chilling and meeting fantastic new people. Which is really cool because it can connect me with the world. With people from anywhere. It's just really nice to meet new folks. Who drop in and say nice things and who may also be dragon fanatics. Like myself. I'm a total dragon fanatic. Dragon fanatics are my type of people. 100%. Yeah, here we go. All right. So if we use a little bit of white, just kind of twist the brush in here. Just go ahead and twist it up real nice. And we go ahead and get our lines defined. I do this, then I can use some cyan and color that in, and then we'll go ahead and get the highlights in after. But first, a little bit of violet, a little bit of purple. Yeah. Keto, you're such a wonderful supporter and it means a lot to me. That you're over here gifting subs. Super, super nice. Pika! It's super, super nice. It truly is. Let us see. I felt something crawling on my leg, so like I had to stop to take a look. I was a little concerned. But I think it was just a fly in here, but I don't see it around here. It honestly scared me. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, what's on me? Ah. Spooky! Spooky flies! Okay, so we're gonna darken this part up over here. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with this part of his crest. But we're figuring it out as we go. We are. Just gotta figure it out as we go. Okay. And then if I can get some more violet. Use a little bit of cobalt blue and naphtha red. And spin it up in my brush. And I'm just gonna go ahead and try and get this in here. Super cool. Okay. Alright, so with a little bit of like darker colors in here, definitely makes it a little bit easier to get a bit of contrast so that I can make it look a little bit more realistic and believable. Believable. Still quite a lot to do though. Especially over here. Gotta get some cyan. If I darken this up, then I use a little bit of white to kind of define the outline and the ridges and the textures of this part of the crest. It'll look a little bit more believable, I think. There we go. Everyone's playing that Legends Arceus game. Yeah! Yeah! Yes. Everyone's playing the Legends Arceus game, and I get to break into it. I'm wondering if I should stay up and play a little bit, or if I should go straight to bed after this. What shall I do? Alright. My paint is really trying to dry up on me. Yeah. Icy boy. Super icy and cold. Icy dude. Old King Cole. Yeah. Is this looking a bit like a ridge crest? I think that's kind of working out okay. There we go. Very nice. If I mix up some magenta and cyan and get this nice violet, and I can take it and go along the back edge of this horn. Really define it right there. Here we go. I'm wondering if I'm doing this this horn right or if it just looks stripy. It's pretty hard to say. Hard to say. I guess the best thing that I can do is just keep going and see what comes of it, right? I never know what's gonna happen with these. Never know if it's gonna turn out the way that I envision. It never does. Spoiler alert. Nothing ever turns out exactly the way that I see it in my head. But still try. I still try. Because that's really fun. It's like literally so fun to try. Try to chase that, you know? All right. All right, we have about 10 minutes left of the clock. I'll just continue doing what I'm doing. And then we can be excited for next week. Let's get more, a little bit more white paints on my palette though, because like, trying to paint the way that I am without any like fresh white paints, really quite challenging. Very challenging. I might show myself. Yeah, it's pretty difficult. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's just start adding a nice highlights that goes along the edge of his wing talon. And then I'm gonna start defining some like irregular, like icy shapes. Yeah. Here we go. Does that look pretty icy? I wonder if that looks pretty believable or not. It's hard to say. It's difficult to say. So I think from this point on, I do want to actually give him some like regular scales. But I think that from here on, we kind of need to darken that up actually quite a bit. Let's go ahead and create a nice dark color. Make like a little violet. Yeah. Just kind of darken that up just a little bit. Yeah, here we go. I missed your stream again. Hey, how are you? Hey, girlie, no worries at all. Okay, get this. I finally got your going live notification, McQuacken. And I go to click on the stream, and it was Legends Arceus, and I was really excited, but I had to nope out of there because I don't want spoilers. I'm so sorry. But I did give a little shout out to you there if you read my little Sunla description there, because I figured, you know, people might be interested in talking about Legends Arceus, or maybe streaming that tonight, or watching people actually play that. And, you know, me personally, I don't want spoilers. But if people are on Twitch looking for people to play, I'm pointing to your direction, girl. People can watch you play. Yes, hello, McQuacken. Yes. I'm super, super stoked that we got it. We got the game. I'm so excited to play it. So excited. How is it so far, McQuacken? How far did you get? You know, I don't know that you'd really be able to tell me. How long did you play? You probably couldn't tell me without actually, like, giving spoilers, you know? I'm so excited to experience the game, but I'm like, I got to the point where I got my starter. My starters. I guess you get all three, I forgot. Like, you catch all three of them? I got them. Oh, I'm trying to think for shouting out. I was like excited that I was gonna catch your stream, and then I saw that you're streaming that. I'm like, I can't look. I can't look. Yeah, I was like so excited about that. Yeah, man. But yeah, I have to. I feel really bad that I couldn't hang out because I just didn't want to see anything. You know what I'm saying? Or hear anything. But so far. Okay, so, like, I'm in the first town, like, I pretty much just got there, and the music is beautiful. The music is actually surprisingly really nice. I love it. Yeah, I sure do. It is a really quite a nice game. Gorgeous. There were some things that I was just like, oh my gosh, Game Freak, of course. Because when I looked at things like the textures, like the low resolution textures on people's shirts and stuff, I was like, ugh. But, you know, besides that, it's really nice. I played 2 hours and then ended the stream because pain, then knocked out after drinking the pain away. Stop it. You're making me sad. What is going on? Are you alright? Oh my god. You are going to enjoy the game without, like, you know, forcing yourself to stream it too, right? 'Cause, like, you should just be able to enjoy the game without making it into a job. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh man. I'm sorry all that happened. That sounds like a really bad day. Never better, really, I'm fine. And yeah, I'm going to play off stream as well, no worries. Good, okay. Yeah, you don't have to make it into a job, you know, like, you don't have to force yourself to turn it into a job of sorts. We're actually approaching 1 o'clock now, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night here. Do you guys want to raid somebody? Now that I am officially done with tonight's stream. Yeah, old King Cold. I think I'm going to go ahead and back out of the hand cam so that I can go scope out and see what's going on. We would raid you, McQuacken, if you were on. But then, let's see what we have. Looks like people aren't really on right now. I would raid Bob Ross, but like, they don't accept raids, which is super sad. Sorry I missed your stream again. Don't worry, McQuacken. Don't beat yourself up over it. I'm always here, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're golden. You're golden and you're wonderful and you're gorgeous. Don't worry about it. Just worry about surviving. Alright? Let's see. Alright, so it looks like all we got is Bob Ross and they don't accept raids. Which is really sad. This makes me quite sad. Quack quack. Yay! Oh. Happy duck. So happy. That's so weird. Is it stuck? It looks like it's stuck. The duck. It's stuck. Let me see. Overlays. Thank you, duck. There. Okay. That was weird. He was just like quack. Quack. And then he just kind of like stuck there. Weird. Yeah. You're here. This is tonight's progress, so you get to see that too. I mean, yeah. That's great. Yeah, so it looks like we should just maybe find like a nice little art channel to hang out on, perhaps. Art category channel, we can just go raid somebody, maybe. There's a few people hanging out. But oh my gosh. Wow, there's so much interesting stuff you can find on the art tab. Wow. This person's got some seriously good art. And, yeah, it might be cool to just hang out where they're at. Oh, you know someone! Freakmeister1. Freakmeister1. Hey, that's a good suggestion. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go raid Freakmeister1. Let's gotta type it in real quick. Freakmeister1. What a name, right? Alright, so let's see what happens when I enter this. Let's hope it works. Alright, guys, it looks like we're gonna raid after all. Thank you for the suggestion. You're amazing, McQuacken. Alright, have a super good night. See you guys on the flip side.